In a resurfaced statement from May 21, 2012, published on Polity.org, the FW de Klerk Foundation strongly rebuked political analyst Dr. Piet Croucamp for comments made during a dialogue intended to foster cooperation between the African National Congress, ANC, and Afrikaner interest groups. The foundation accused Croucamp of derailing what could have been a meaningful dialogue in the national interest, highlighting tensions around Afrikaner self-identification in post-apartheid South Africa. Croucamp, who facilitated the conversation, expressed personal views that drew ire. "My political instinct has an aversion to Afrikaner politics, and I made it clear from the outset that the term Afrikaner is ideologically charged. I think people who describe themselves as Afrikaners do not feel themselves as part of South Africa, and their objectives do not correspond with the constitution of the country." He further stated, "As far as I'm concerned, Afrikaners are virtually by definition, with rare exceptions, intolerant and probably also racists. I am convinced that being Afrikaans is as obsolete as a smoke signal, and that South Africa would be better served without Afrikaners, just as the country would be better off without Julius Malema." The FW de Klerk Foundation, established by former President FW de Klerk to promote constitutional democracy and minority rights, described Croucamp's remarks as astonishingly intolerant and counterproductive to reconciliation efforts. They argued that such statements undermine the potential for constructive engagement between the ANC and Afrikaner communities, which represent a significant linguistic and cultural minority in South Africa. The foundation emphasized that Afrikaners, like other groups, have a right to self-identify and participate in national discourse without being labeled as inherently racist or obsolete. This 2012 incident reflects ongoing debates about identity politics in South Africa, where Afrikaners, descendants of Dutch settlers and speakers of Afrikaans, continue to advocate for cultural preservation amid broader national transformation. Organizations like AfriForum and the Freedom Front Plus have long pushed for recognition of minority rights under the Constitution, including language and education protections. While Croucamp's views align with some progressive critiques of historical Afrikaner nationalism tied to apartheid, they have been criticized for oversimplifying complex identities. As of October 31, 2025, similar discussions persist, with Afrikaner groups highlighting issues like farm security and cultural erosion, underscoring the need for inclusive dialogue rather than divisive rhetoric. The Foundation's response serves as a reminder of the delicate balance required in South Africa's multicultural democracy.